congratulations on just taking a few minutes out of your busy day just to unwind, relax, stretch, and breathe. It's so important. You know, oftentimes we get really caught up in whatever life is throwing at us at that moment. We don't take a lot of time to step back and build our awareness and compassion and just kind of let go of all that stress. But it's so important that you do, because when life throws all those stresses at you, you're better equipped to take on those challenges. So good job taking that time out. I promise you, your mind will thank you, your body will thank you. You won't regret taking this time out. If you like this video, subscribe so you can have access to other videos, and give it a thumbs up. All right, let's get started. You just need yourself and your yoga mat. We're gonna start in child's pose today. How we get there? Get on your hands and knees. Go ahead and bring your big toes until they touch. Sit on your heels, widen your knees open, crawl down the center. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Go ahead and allow your mind a few moments to just kind of step away from whatever else is going on. If you're at home, like I am right now, you might have to just set aside everything else that might be happening with family, to-do list, chores, you know, things like that. Give yourself permission to put the pause button on that. That stuff will be there when you're done. It's not going to go anywhere. So just enjoy this little time that you have. And then also turn your attention inward, physically and mentally as well. I want you to feel what there is to feel today. Every day I wake up feeling differently, maybe you do too. Sometimes I'm a little more energetic and sometimes I'm feeling stiff and sore. Sometimes, you know, depending on what time of day it is, if it's later in the day, I might feel a little tired and run down. If I'm having time off from work, sometimes I wake up feeling a little more rested. It just depends on when this finds you. So acknowledge where you're at physically, and then get in your head mentally. You know, not so much to judge on if you should be doing this or not, or if you're in the right headspace. None of that really matters. It just, I want you to think about where you're at, just to acknowledge it, that's all, just to build awareness. You know, are you feeling a little bit sad, run down, stressed? Are you feeling pretty good, happy, relaxed? There's no right or wrong place to start. And then I just want you to start thinking about breathing, the sensations in your body as you breathe. And if you can, I want you to start breathing in and out through your nose only. And I want you to make the breath really deep. So as you inhale, fill up the lungs, maximum capacity. And then as you exhale, I want you to think about just pushing the air out all the way. Good, so you're going to breathe this inhale, this exhale, deep breathing, bottom belly breath. I want you to smooth it out. Try to eliminate any choppiness. We're not holding our breath for any length of time. All right, now if you can, try to carry this breath the whole time we're moving. If for some reason you get away from it or need a break, take a break, you know, or hit the pause button and join me whenever you want to. All right, so I want you to really make this practice work for you today. All right, take another massive inhale. Go ahead and reach along with your fingertips as you exhale. Go ahead and come all the way up, hands and knees. Now from here, go ahead and stack your shoulders right over your wrists. Take your hips over your knees. And we're going to take a few cat-cow poses here. How we do that is for cow pose, we take a massive inhale, hammock the belly. Go ahead and stick your butt out behind you as you look up. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. And then exhale to cat pose, which is the opposite direction, tucking around, dome the spine. Good job. All right, inhale, hammock the belly. And exhale, dome the spine. One more time. Inhale, hammock the belly. And exhale, dome the spine. Good, come to neutral spine tabletop position. From here, I want you to tuck your toes underneath you and then just press your butt to the sky as you straighten your legs. Come to this V, inverted V position or downward facing dog. Here, pay attention to your hands. Spread your 10 fingers wide so you can press your fingers into the mat. Your heels, they probably will not be touching the floor, and that's totally fine. Your feet can be side by side, or they can be a little bit wider if you want. All right, let's work into this down dog just with take a few moments here. Inhale your right leg up, open the hip and bend the knee, just yawn it open. Straighten it out, set it down. Inhale, left leg up, open the hip, bend the knee, and then straighten it out, set it down. If you want to pedal your feet, raise your right heel, lower your left, lower your right heel, raise your left, and switch it up. Just take a couple moments. Go ahead and shake your head yes and no. I don't want you to hang on to any tension in your neck. You can kind of wiggle around in this any way you like. All right. Now, from here, from downward facing dog, I want you to inhale and just press back with those thighs. As you exhale, maybe just slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. Come to the top of your mat, standing forward fold. Now from here, if you can put a slight bend in your knee, that could be nice. Grab opposite elbows, hang heavy. Sway side to side if you like. Good. Anything goes here. You can release your hands down to the mat if that feels better. Just take a few moments. I don't ever want you to rush anything that your body's not ready for or force or jam your body into places it does not want to go. And the only way you're going to know, really, is if you're really aware. And that's why we breathe in and out of your nose. So we can work that awareness, work that tool called the breath. So we can then listen to the language of your body. And when I say language, I mean the sensation. So really get in touch with that. Go ahead and put a slight bend in your knee if it's not there already. And from here, take a massive inhale. As you do, imagine your body is like links on a chain. Roll up all the way. Bring your head, bring your neck up last. And then inhale, arms up to the sky. Gaze up at your fingertips, palms together, and lower them heart center. Good job. Inhale, release your hands down, fly them up to the sky, gaze up again, and then exhale, dive forward with a flat back towards your toes. Take your hands, slide them with your shins, come to a halfway lift with a flat back, so you're gazing just ahead of your toes. Let the crown of your head just pull towards the front of the room. Good, keep breathing. Take another massive inhale. Then as you exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands on the mat, step back to a plank position. Good, now hold this plank. Keep your wrists in line with your shoulders here. If you want to, you can drop your knees if you need to. It doesn't matter. But either way, press the floor away nice and strong. And draw your belly up and in. Keep your gaze in between your thumbs. Take a massive inhale. Roll your weight into your toes. And then keep your elbows tucked in, lower down with muscle to your belly. Untuck your toes. Keep your hands where they are. And then inhale. Roll the chest up for cobra. And then exhale, roll it down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, chest up, cobra. And then exhale down. You know what, this third time, let's hold it and feel it out. So go ahead. Inhale, roll up, cobra, hold here. Good. Just feel the tops of your feet resting on the mat. And you relax your glutes. Good. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Take another massive inhale. And then roll it down. Press up through your hands and knees. Tuck your toes underneath. And go ahead and press your butt all the way back to the sky. Downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale. Press your chest and your thighs back. Exhale. Walk, or you could take a giant step up to the top of the mat, whatever works. So you're in a standing forward fold. Take your hands, slide above your shins, halfway lift with a flat back. And then exhale, sink it down. All right, from here, with a massive inhale and a strong core, strong belly, I want you to inhale, rise up to the sky. Gaze up at your fingertips, palms together, and lower them heart center. Nice job. Let's do that one more time, that whole round. Inhale, arms down, fly them up. And then exhale, dive towards your toes. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step them back, plank position. Inhale, roll your weight forward, lower down slow. Untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra, just one this time. And then exhale, roll it down. Tuck your toes underneath, and then press into the mat all the way back to down dog. Hold here and breathe. So I didn't come up through a tabletop position just now. I just went directly to downward facing dog. The first time I went through a tabletop. And if you like going through hands and knees tabletop position as a transition from the belly to down dog, keep it, all right? I'm just giving you a couple options here. All right, from down dog, inhale, press it back. Exhale, giant step or walk to the top of your mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, sink it down. Inhale, strong belly. Inhale, rise it up. Gaze up, palms together, heart center. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna change it up just a little bit for this next round. So, we're gonna start with chair pose. Just take a giant inhale and sit down into an invisible chair. Good. Bring your hands heart center for a moment. And think about this chair pose. It could be a really, really low chair. It could be a bar stool chair. It could be somewhere in between. Whatever you're feeling today is fine. I want you to think about your feet. I'm lifting my toes up and down. You lift your toes up and down off of the mat. That way you can just really shift your weight and stability into the four corners of your feet. Good. And then look down and make sure you can see your toes. Hands can stay here or arms to the sky. Roll your pinkies in. Good. Chair pose. Keep breathing. Take another inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Whew. All right. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step back to that plank position. Shift your weight forward. Lower down slow. Untuck your toes. Inhale, chest up, cobra. And then exhale, roll it down. You can come up through hands and knees or tuck your toes. Butt to the sky, down dog. Good job. Moving and breathing, that's all we're doing. Again, you can pause, take a break, whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it. This is for you. Inhale, bring your right leg up. Press the right heel towards the back wall and open the hip and bend the knee. Good. Straighten it out. Inhale. Draw the right knee in towards your nose and set it in between your hands. Spin that back left foot about 45 degrees. Stay here. Hold, feel it out. By the way, if this is new to you and it was hard to take that in one step, don't worry about it. All right? Eventually, you know this is where we're going to be. Your right foot's up here, your back left foot's back there. However many steps it took to get there is fine. I'm taking a look at my right heel, and I'm taking a look at my back left foot. My heels are almost in line with each other. They're actually a little bit further apart. My hips are facing towards the front of the room. My back left toes are kind of facing up towards the top left corner of my mat. So my hips are more squared off here. I'm actually preparing for a pose called Warrior One. I'm not there yet, but my legs are set up. From here, get a little bit longer in the spine as you come up on your fingertips. Good. So whenever I'm like this and I'm hunched over my Warrior One, I really feel that my front leg, my front right leg in this case. Okay? But as we come up to Warrior One event, at the
at the end here, when we're in warrior one, you'll notice your weight shifting back more into your left leg, and you'll feel it actually more in your back leg when we do that transition. From here, keep your legs, bring your arms up like jet airplane wings, and hover your torso over your right leg. Good, I'm still really feeling it in my right leg. Stay strong, good. Take another massive inhale, press to the right foot, bring your torso up. Arms to the sky. Warrior one. So now my weight has shifted more into my back left leg. Take your hands, put them on your hips, square your hips forward. And if you want, you can take your hands on your hips and just kind of see where your fingertips are pointing, because that shows where your hips are pointing. We're trying to get them squared to the front of the room. When everything seems pretty squared off, arms to the sky, hold here and breathe. I want you to really think about that back left leg. Think about sealing that back outer edge of that left foot into the mat. Good. And then your right knee is bending as deep as you like. All right, from here, take another massive inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your arms down and interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Inhale, pop the chest up. Good, gaze up. And then release your hands, fly them up to the sky. From warrior one, we're going to go ahead and transition to warrior two. So I'm going to go ahead and scooch my back foot about 90 degrees. My right heel comes a little bit more for the left side of my mat, so my right heel lines up at the center of that back left arch. My right knee is still the one bending, my back leg is straight. My arms go out to my sides. I turn my head over to the right so it's gazing just past my right middle finger. Good. Hold here and breathe. Again, sealing the outer left foot into the mat. Right leg bends nice and deep. It bends actually a little deeper in my warrior two stance than it does in my warrior one. Take a look at your right knee. If it's moving towards the left side of your mat, I want you to open up that right hip more so that right knee is pointing more towards the right side of your mat. Good. Take another inhale, and then bring your hands heart center. Bring that right foot in so it's actually parallel with your left foot. All right, now from here, inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, just dive forward for Prasarita or wide-legged forward fold. Good, let your head and your neck hang heavy. Hands can stay in the center. If you want to grab opposite feet, your ankles, go ahead. All right. Take another massive inhale. Take your hands to your waist. Good. Exhale. Inhale, rise it up, strong belly, all the way up. Good job. Bring your hands heart center. Now with your feet, I want you to turn your heels in towards each other, and then you're gonna sink into it, bending your knees for goddess pose. And I want you to keep your spine nice and tall. Good, this is really intense, so you don't have to go very low to maybe feel this. You can go as low as you want. It really depends on how you're built and what works for you. All right, take another inhale, sink into it, and exhale, stand up tall. All right, from here, go ahead and turn forward, and I want you to bring your back left toe and its back foot on its toe, on the ball of the foot, right knee bending, arms to the sky. Good. So now we're in a high lunge crescent position, and make sure your feet are not on a balance beam. Pinkies rolling towards each other. Take another massive inhale, and then hands to the mat. Bring them down. Bring your right foot next to the left. So you're in a plank pose. Again, knees can be down or up. Roll your weight forward, lower down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, chest up, cobra. Exhale, roll it down. Come to your hands and knees or back to the sky. Downward facing dog. Good job. That was a lot. We're gonna do that on the left side. Inhale, left leg up. Open the hip and the knee. And then straighten it out. Inhale, left knee to the nose. Set it in between. Back foot spins 45 degrees. Good. So we're setting up for warrior one, but we're not there yet. All right, so your left heel might line up with your right heel, or they might be a little bit wider stance than my feet are. Your right toes are facing up towards the right little bit and your right hip forward just a little bit, just to line up your hips so they're squared forward. Good. When everything feels pretty good here, arms to the sky. Sink into it, warrior one. All right, let's feel it out. Back right foot, back right leg is super strong. Seal the outer edge of that right foot into the mat. So you're really engaging that back right foot. Good. Left knee is bending. Go ahead and release your hands and release your fingers behind your lower back. Inhale, pop your chest open, heart lifts. All right, release your hands, arms up. All right, we're gonna transition to that warrior two. So you're gonna take that back foot about 90 degrees. I'm gonna shift my left foot over so that left heel lines up at the center of that back right arch. Arms extend out to my sides. All right, my gaze goes to the left, over my left middle finger. My left knee is still the one that's bending. My back right leg is still straight. Seal the outer edge of that right foot into the mat. And then open the left hip, open it up to the left. You got it. Take another inhale. All right, now from here, bring your hands heart center and bring the left foot parallel with the right. So you're standing in a straddle pose. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, you're gonna dive it forward. Good. So you're in a Prasarita pose. Good, you can grab the ankles, the feet, or keep your hands down from the center. Relax your head, relax your neck. All right. Another inhale. Go ahead and place your hands on your waist. Exhale, and then inhale, rise up nice and strong. Bring your heels in towards each other, toes out. Take your hands, heart center, and sink into it for goddess pose. One more time. Sink as low as you want. Good. Take another inhale, and then raise it up. All right, we're gonna turn to the left, taking a crescent pose. So, you're gonna turn your body forward, back foot on toe or the ball of your foot. Good, arms up, sink into it. Crescent high lunge position. Take another inhale, and then hands to the mat. Step back, plank position. Shift your weight forward, lower down. Inhale, chest up, cobra. Exhale, go ahead, find your way to downward facing dog. Good job. Breathing nice and all right, take another massive inhale. Go ahead and walk to the top, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, sink it down. Bend your knees 90 degrees. Inhale, back into that chair pose. Stay flat on your toes. Hold the chair pose. 5, you got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up, hands heart center. Good job. We're going to be moving on. Inhale, arms release down and fly them up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half the lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank position. Shift your weight forward, lower down. Untuck your toes, inhale, chest up, cobra. And then exhale down. Good job. Go ahead and press up through hands and knees. Tuck your toes under, butt to the sky. Downward facing dog. All right, from downward facing dog, inhale, press it back, and then exhale, right leg up. We're going to take a pigeon pose, so bend your right knee, draw the right knee towards your right wrist, set it down, and then bring your back left leg down behind you. Good, so we're all going to look different in this pigeon pose. So, first of all, if your knee is bothering you in any way, maybe take an easy cross-legged position with your right shin in front and fold down over that. Otherwise, here, you might notice my left ankle that's way down here on the mat. I feel a lot of flexibility. It could be that your left ankle is actually behind your left wrist. And that really just depends on you. So you really pay attention to what your body needs and where your body can even go. All right, and then you can come down to your forearms if you want. You can come down further. You can bring your head down to a block if you happen to have one, or a hand towel, or down to the mat, and whatever you want. And I want you to feel this in your outer right hip. Good. hold here, sink into it, breathing nice and deep. You know, and how we look in these yoga poses is really going to vary depending on your bone structure. It will vary on your history, your injuries. I mean, there's so many things. So really just think about outer right hip. Give me a nice little stretch there. Nothing forced, nothing extreme, something I can sit calmly with and breathe. Those massive inhales and those massive exhales. You know, for some reason, if I can't breathe, maybe I need to change something. Maybe I need to come out of it or find a modification. Okay, and listen to all those signs and the sensations, those messages your body is sending you. Good. Take another massive inhale here. And then go ahead and bring your body up tall. Tuck your back left toe and then bring your right leg up behind you. Open the hip, bend the knee. Good. Straighten out the right leg. Set it down. Inhale, left leg up. Open the hip, bend the knee. Draw the left knee towards your left wrist. And then back right leg down to the mat or tuck your toe. So we're coming on the pigeon side on the left side. If you want to come down your forearm or come down lower, feel free. Pay attention to the left side, the outer hip. Again, looking for that nice stretch. It should feel good. If you want something else, maybe take an easy cross-legged position, left shin in front, and then folding over that, over your legs. This is another, something you could try instead if you don't like this pigeon pose. Good, sink into it, breathe into it. I want massive inhales, massive exhales. How about every time you exhale, you look for something you can relax in your body? Alright, even if it's something small. Maybe it's just that little place between your eyebrows. Maybe it's your jaw. Something to really feel good for you. Find a little part. Alright, take another massive inhale here. And then just slowly bring your body up. Tuck your right toe underneath. Swing your back left leg up. Open the hip and the knee. And then set it down. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Just kind of squeeze the juice out of it. And then set your knees down. We're going to transition onto our backs. So, any way you like. I'm going to go ahead and lie down onto your back. Alright. You're going to draw your knees into your chest, squeezing them in. Good. Now from here, we take a happy baby pose. Bring your feet up towards the ceiling. Grab onto the outer edges. Squeeze your knees in towards your armpits. Try to get your spine flat on the mat. Hold here. If you want to sway side to side, go ahead. Otherwise, if you're with me, just stay still. Good. Take another inhale. Release your feet. Grab your knees into your chest. Good. Take your arms like a T or goalpost wide. And you're going to go ahead and bring your feet down and flop your knees over to the right, just stacking them. And then take your gaze over to the left. Gentle spinal twist. Keep breathing. Keep relaxing. This is so good for you. We're almost there. Alright, taking another massive inhale here. As you exhale, roll through the center. I'm going to keep my arms out. I'm going to shift my hips to the right as my knees come to the left, stacking. I'm going to take my knees over to the right, so go ahead. Maybe you can close your eyes, just a gentle spinal twist on the other side. You're doing so good. You got this. Keep breathing. Nice job. Center. Good. Bring your knees into your chest. Squeeze them in. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Just squeeze everything one last time. Take a massive inhale. As you exhale, release it down onto the mat. Bring your legs straight. Arms down by your sides. close your eyes. Shavasana is our final pose here. And here, you can go ahead and find that natural breath you started with. Sink into the mat, just lay heavy here. Now, if you have a little extra time, maybe just hit the pause button. Stay here. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you want. Alright, if you're with me, or maybe you paused and unpaused, we're going to get out of this slowly, okay? So I'm going to slowly roll onto my left side, really gentle. Maybe just cradle my head. I like to keep my eyes closed sometimes, just a little extra time. And then I'm going to slowly press into the mat with my right hand, bring my body up. I'm going to go ahead and find cross legs, and maybe find an easy seated position that works for you. Or stay on your back, right? That's the nice thing about being home. You can do whatever you want, nobody knows. So whatever works for you, whatever you want. I'm going to bring my hands heart center. And I just want to say, I hope you feel better than when you started today. Thank you for taking time out for yourself. Your mind thanks you, your body thanks you. And I hope you finish this practice and finish your day feeling a little bit better, a little more light, a little more free. So have a wonderful day. By the way, if you like these videos and want more of them, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, maybe share it with someone else who needs a little relaxation in their day. Namaste.